I was wondering if you could give us a little perspective, if you can. Um, are there things that you think Americans are doing right when it comes to St. Patrick's Day? And are there things that you think that we're doing way wrong?
Okay, Jeff. Well, I'm already fired because of the bourbon comment, so
You can do
I give,
anything you want on your last day.
yeah. So I'm free to comment. Honestly, the Americans do St. Patrick's Day much better than the Irish do. St. Patrick's Day has been lost on the Irish people. The Irish people based in Ireland, live in Ireland. We have lost a little bit of the appreciation of the view we have, the clean air, the beautiful green fields, the closeness to the coast for the majority of us. The easygoing lifestyle that we do live here. When you go to America, you really get an appreciation. The Irish in America have obviously educated the majority of the Americans very, very well, and that, it's something to be celebrated. And St. Patrick's Day, albeit I do know it is quite a drinking holiday, there is quite a lot of seriousness to it in the sense that the Irish people have added to a huge amount of communities, cultures, and countries around the world. And probably the biggest is America. But as much as the Irish have contributed to St. Patrick's Day in America, the Americans have really bought into it. And I think the reasons the Americans have bought into it is because I think it's everything the Americans want to be. I think the Americans want to be easygoing. They don't want to be complicated. They just want to sit at a bar, chat, have a drink, and be friendly with everybody. And that is what the Irish do extremely well. We are very, very simple people. We do things very, very well. We do it at a slower pace, but we're unbelievably passionate. And I do think, being the country that you guys are, you're massive, huge population, it can be complicated. And if it's complicated in the country, then the individuals and the natives can be complicated. But I think you guys do St. Patrick's Day unbelievably well. And I think if you were to do a census in Ireland and say, where do you want to spend your St. Patrick's Day? I swear to God, 98% of people are going to say New York or Chicago.
Or Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had never thought of it that way, because, for us, sometimes when we think about Americans celebrating St. Patrick's Day, we think about there's some excess that can be had. But before that excess, man, you are right. Like, St. Patrick's Day is like the happiest holiday I can think of that we have, because everybody's mood is so much lighter on that day. Like, even from the time you get up and you're getting ready for your day, for school, for work, or whatever, it is a happier day in the life.
So, Cinco de Mayo
okay.
comes close.
See, serious note, then going into something a little bit silly. I was thinking about, why is it that Americans may have latched onto St. Patrick's Day when maybe it doesn't seem to be like taken in the same way in Ireland. I also think about, in America, Cinco de Mayo is a really big deal, which is a celebration of the Mexican army beating the French on this particular day. And what's interesting is it's so much more popular in the United States as opposed to in Mexico. I'm thinking about, different folks coming to the United States and really kind of being treated as others for a while, and then using these celebrations as a way of saying, like, no, look at how much we've brought to the table, and really making sure that we're not we should never be dismissive of these things. Like, how awesome are these things? I did want to ask something in particular, because I don't know if this is a common thing in Ireland around St. Patrick's Day. In St. Patrick's Day, as a kid, if you do not wear the color green, are you going to get pinched?
You gotta lay off the drugs, man.
Oh, dude,
No.
that's like the thing. People get attacked and like pinched, and like they get noogies if they don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day, especially in elementary schools in the United States. It's crazy.
Yeah, we would certainly have I guess you'd call it nearly like a badge of honor. And obviously, many years ago, the badge of honor was the shamrock. Unfortunately, shamrock and the clothes of shamrock are not as readily available as they used to be. So now the next step down or step up from shamrock would certainly be something green on the day. So yeah, I still think the majority of Irish people would get up on St. Patrick's Day and say, yeah, let's get a touch of green in there somewhere, whether it be underwear, socks, chief, something, once it's something green, we're good. But certainly not green Guinness, no thank you.
That can't happen.